Now to a monumental Supreme Court ruling that could affect the upcoming midterm elections and beyond. The court ruled Louisiana's congressional map with 2 majority black districts is illegal because it relied too much on race to draw those district lines. A lower court had ordered redistricting, arguing the state's 1/3 black population was not properly represented. The Supreme Court decision weakened Section 2 of the landmark 1965 Voting Rights Act and could have a lot of effects on elections this term and in the future. Ed O'Keefe is in Washington to bring us all the details. Ed, good morning.
Major, good to see you. Let's remind folks that the current balance of power shows Republicans with a real thin majority there. Ultimately, 218 seats is what you need to control the House of Representatives. And they're both, the two parties, fighting over where exactly they can pick up seats. So let's go through this. Louisiana is the first place we expect this will happen. The governor is reportedly going to suspend next month's primaries to redraw the map and deal with this specific blue district that stretches all the way from New Orleans out to Shreveport. If they can do that, that's one potential Republican seat. Then go over to Florida, where just yesterday, Republican legislators approved a new map that potentially gives the GOP up to 4 more seats there. They called that special session, anticipating the Supreme Court would rule this way. The other state that may very quickly redraw its map is Mississippi. They've got 4 seats in that state, and that big blue one there is the one that may potentially be up for redrawing. It's where most of the state's African-American voters live. Now that the Supreme Court has ruled that they can tweak the Voting Rights Act, Republicans say they may try to draw there. Other states would like to do this, Major. The problem is the candidate registration deadline has passed. The primaries have already been held. So you're looking now to 2028 to see a bunch of other states redraw their maps.
So, hey, Ed, before you go, how do you expect the Democrats to respond to all of this?
Few things. First of all, they're going to file a bunch of lawsuits to try to stop this in those individual states. Second, a bunch of Democrats who said, you want to redraw the maps in those Republican-controlled southern states? Well, introduce you to California, Illinois, New York, Colorado, places like that. You want to redraw there? We've got more seats in those states, and we could potentially redraw those. And the idea now is see these two parties potentially fight over this, and then maybe at some point there's an ultimatum on trying to do this. That requires voters, though, to get upset, call your congressman, your governor, and say, I don't like this. And maybe one day it stops.
All right, to be continued, Ed. Thank you. Always good to see you.